just taking a quick look at this student's project, and you can see how the text on the right is all, I guess, enlarged, and then on the level lines as well, and you can continuously throughout this, there's text. I don't know exactly the situation that's going on in here. I do have one answer, and it might not be the right answer, but my laptop has a 4K screen. And when I plug it into the external monitors I typically use, the external monitors are 1080p. And for some reason, Revit has a scaling issue when you print a PDF going between a 4K and a 1080p screen. And what that means is if you open Revit on the 4K screen, you need to close it and reopen it before you open it up on a 1080p screen. I had this problem, like I said, I had this problem a while ago, and I did some digging into that. So that's kind of, I don't know if that's the exact answer for this, but I'd recommend trying restarting Revit and reopening it. But a couple things I will note is you can see here we have some mismatch of paper size. And this is the printed PDF I just did. And we're still having a bit of mismatch. I believe this is an ARC-E size. And when you go to print a PDF, let me just click, so we're 30 by 42. So when you go to PDF, you need to click Settings, and you need to find 30 by 42. If it doesn't show up, they might also have ARC-E. And then you want to make sure you center print zoom to 100%. And let's try that again. Sure, we'll save them. And then I just have the sheets selected in here, those sheets. And then I want to combine them. Just going to give that a second. You're going to see here that we're still actually having problems, and I just noticed going back into Revit, this is actually an E1 sheet size. For most of my classes, I actually do recommend 11 by 17, so I'm just going to pull this out and put 11 by 17 in here just to show that process. So I'm going to click Edit Type, go to Load. The main US Imperial, we're going to go down to title blocks. We're going to click 11 by 17 horizontal. I believe this is a title block I've already edited, and so you can see it's much smaller. There's a bunch of reasons actually why I recommend using 11 by 17, especially for student projects. Is, one, these numbers are so small. So if you think about, the sheet was about this big before, we can't actually see any of that text. But now we change the scale probably down to 1/4 inch. Yeah, maybe 1/4 inch might be too big. Let's go 3/16. The 1/4 inch would definitely fit on the sheet, but I'm just going to try to think of all the other views and potential possibilities. I actually also don't really like seeing these elevation tags for architectural projects. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly change all the sheets to that, and I'll be right back. So you can instantly see now with these views on 11 by 17, you can actually read the text. There's a couple things that are overlapping and a little bit more cleanup that needs to be done, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to print a PDF here. The one thing we got to change is we got to change our sheet size. So let's go into here, and we're going to go to 11 by 17. We want print zoom, we want center on still. We're just going to save as 11 by 17, and this is just so when we print next time, this print setting is already saved. And we still have our same sheets selected. Oh, and I added one more sheet. I'm also going to save this as design sheets. And print the PDF. I'll just come back in a second when that's done. Now you can see these sheets just a lot crisper because they're smaller and you can really see everything that's going on. Yeah, and there's a couple graphical things that need to be fixed up, but generally I think 11 by 17 is a better way to go for drawings that you're going to pin up. unless you're doing like a big final critique, you don't, or I guess in the architecture world, if you're doing a big pinup for a client, I think 11 by 17 is fine, and it's actually a little bit more manageable for someone to walk away with the drawing. So I think for both an in-school kind of environment and for a work environment, start with 11 by 17 is a great way to work on the design.